Almost died from an overdose in 2007, which kind of sucked because, Haley, plug your ears. Because drugs were delicious. And I thought we had a good thing going, man, but I'm like, I had to go and it all up, take too many.
How does Eminem spend his money? He's the iconic rapper who put Detroit hip-hop on the map after all. Despite coming from humble beginnings, Slim Shady ended up making it bigger than anyone could have imagined. Through his raw lyrics and killer flows, Eminem went from a troubled kid trying to make ends meet to one of the best-selling music artists of all time. When you reach such highs of fame and success, the money and lavish lifestyle has to follow. These days, the man has an estimated net worth of around $230 million from record sales, tourings, endorsements, you name it. So you already know Eminem is living that superstar life to the fullest. We're talking about multiple luxurious mansions and estates, an insane car collection, and all the toys his heart could desire. Marshall Mathers III was born on October 17, 1972 in Detroit. From troubled beginnings, the kid made it to the top as one of the biggest rappers, songwriters, producers, and even actors in the game. Despite the entertainment world being based in LA, Eminem stuck close to his Detroit roots and Midwestern humble beginnings. His main crib for over a decade was this mega 15,000 square foot mansion sitting on a massive 17-acre estate in a luxurious Rochester Hills neighborhood. Now that's a serious glow up from the rough life he came from. Eminem dropped nearly $5 million in the estate back in 2003 after it went into foreclosure. It was owned by the former CEO of Kmart, who got caught up in some shady business. They actually referred to it as a Kmart mansion at one point. With a prime location minutes from downtown Rochester and parks, this place was absolutely fit for a king of rap. Huge house, beautiful grounds, and a neighborhood with some of the city's richest residents as neighbors. As dope as that mansion was though, Eminem ended up selling it off in 2017 for less than $2 million after living there for 14 years. Definitely took a loss there, but real estate get hard in the area after 2008, so it makes sense. As for the mansion itself, a sprawling 6-bedroom, 9.5 bathroom, plus a gigantic 2,000 square foot guest house. More than enough space for Eminem to house his friends, families, his team, you name it. It had all the over-the-top amenities too. A tennis court, basketball court, waterfall pool, a hot tub, cabana area, and even a 5-car garage for his luxurious ride. The guy definitely lived that superstar life to the fullest. The interior gave off a minimalist but still luxurious vibe. Simple but high-end materials throughout, like hardwood floors and a black marble fireplace as the centerpiece in the living room. Huge windows let in tons of natural lights too. The kitchen alone was insane. Granite counters, double fridges, 2 big islands, and so much cabinet space. Eminem clearly knew how to blend luxury with his understated style. Each of the 6 huge bedrooms had the same bright, almost zen-like feel with big windows showcasing the beautiful outdoor scenery. Can you imagine how peaceful it must be? Of course, the whole mansion was decked out with state-of-the-art home tech, audio, and visuals. All the toys befitting one of the biggest rappers ever. Between the acres of grounds and the sheer size of the interior, this place was true rap star luxury living. So we know Eminem went all out living lavishly with a massive Rochester Hills mega mansion. But being the world-famous rapper he is, you just know his garage had to be stocked with some serious sweet rides too. We're talking cars that would make any gearhead go weak. Like his 2006 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. A sleek $150,000 British beast capable of hitting 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds. When you can spit rhymes at a supersonic speed, you need a car that can keep up. Of course, no rap icon's car collection is complete without at least one Ferrari. Eminem didn't disappoint with his 2002 575M Maranello, one of only around 2,000 ever produced with that British 5.7L V12 engine under the hood. Then there's his 2004 Porsche Carrera GT, lauded as one of the greatest supercars of its era. Only 1,270 of these were ever made, so it's an ultra-rare speed demon fit for a rap god's table. Eminem even managed to snag one of the highly coveted 2005 Ford GT supercars back in the days too. With a 0 to 60 time of just over 3 seconds, this thing was practically made for doing laps around 8 miles. The rapper also showed love to German engineering with his epic Audi R8 Spider, packing a race car pre-degree with all the creature's comfort you'd expect from $200,000 luxury ride. Speaking of Porsches, M's collection is straight flexed with not 1, but 4 different models from the iconic German brand, including the legendary 911 GT3 RS 4.0. Slim Shady spared no expenses in collecting some of the rarest and most coolest high-performance cars known to man. Cementing his legacy as one of the greats meant flaunting greatness through his whips too. So, from the very beginning of his rap career, we could see Eminem rocking a classic Rolex in his wrist. The watch he was most often spotted wearing back then was a stainless steel Rolex date just referenced 1600. It's a sleek timeless piece with a white or silver dial, an oyster bracelet, and those iconic Roman numeral hour markers. a 36mm case size, making it a perfect everyday watch. And get this, you can still find one of these vintage beauties on the pre-owned market for around $5,000. But as Eminem's career skyrocketed, his taste in watches leveled up too. On the back cover of his 2009 album, The King Is Back, we see him flexing a yellow gold Rolex date reference 18038. In recent times, Eminem has been turning heads with yet another twist in a date. This time, he's rocking a yellow gold version with a matching gold dial. But the real showstopper is that nugget bracelet. Instead of Rolex's classic designs, this bracelet has an earthy, uneven looks that give the whole watch a rugged vibe. Eminem even wore a Tiffany stamped date during his GNAT music video, though that particular piece was sold. So we know maybe that nugget bracelet date is his latest acquisition. Eminem's watch collection is no joke, and the crown jewel has to be his insane Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Countdoor. This beast from the legendary Swiss brand is packed with complications that'll make your head spin. But Eminem keeps it real too, with his collection of G-Shock. These tough no-nonsense watches are like the streetwise homies of the watch world. First up is the G-Shock X6900 Eminem 1ER, a limited edition collab piece made to celebrate the rapper's 30th anniversary. This blacked out beauty has pink accents, and Eminem's signature is etched on the strap, repping his Detroit roots. When it dropped in 2014, it was a steal, but now these bad boys are fetching around $700 on the aftermarket. But that's not all from G-Shock gang. Eminem has also been spotted rocking the ultra-rare Frogman Burning Red with its spheric crimson case and strap. This oddball watch is such a hot comedy that prices have skyrocketed to crazy levels. Last but not the least, Eminem likes to add some bling to the mix with the GM110G1A9. This absolute unit has a yellow gold-plated case, analog digital display, and a chrono function. And despite all that glitz, it's only set you back a reasonable $230. Eminem clearly knows how to treat himself to some incredible watches and gears. He's not about flaunting his wealth or living recklessly. The dude clearly has his priorities straight. You can tell Eminem has done some serious growing and really appreciates how fortunate he is. He's not taking anything for granted or getting caught up in the hype. He's just genuinely thoughtful, grounded guy who doesn't let fame and riches change who he is at the core. While Eminem is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, the music industry alone rarely mints billionaires these days. The biggest path to that level of wealth often involves building successful business and diversifying revenue streams beyond just recording or touring. It seems Eminem has primarily focused his efforts on his first love, rapping and making great music. While highly secretive, that singular focus on his musical artistry may be why he hasn't amassed a billionaire's fortune yet. Rappers and entrepreneurs like Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Kanye West have actively built business empires around their brands through strategic investments, company ownership stakes, etc. Their networks continue climbing into the billion-dollar range. However, at just 50 years old, Eminem could still have plenty of time to expand his wealth through new business ventures if he chose to go to that route. With his global brand power and talent, the right move could potentially put him into the billionaire club down the road. But based on his past comments about saving, investing wisely, and not flaunting wealth, it doesn't seem like reaching billionaire status is necessarily a driving force for Eminem. He seems content to live comfortably off his music riches while staying focused on his first passion, the art of rap itself. That concludes today's video. Subscribe for more engaging content. See you in the next one.